this feeling, baby, we're invincible.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Notts County. As always, if you're still enjoying the save, drop a like on the video, that'd be amazing. Today I thought we'd start on Hugo Sandoval, something a little bit different. He's still getting to grips with being an advanced playmaker in here, but I really do feel like once he can, he has got all the attributes to be amazing at that role. And he might actually end up being one of the bargains of the save if we could just get that a little bit more out of him going through the centre, get him trained up there, because he really could be so competent. The dribbling, the first touch, good passing, vision, there's so much about this guy I love. He's only played in a couple of the stupid trophy no one cares about games, but he's grabbed 2 goals in that one and completed 7 dribbles. So the guy's got quality. Anyway, it's Sunday, which means it's Regen Sunday. The Regen chat has been popping off over the past week. I've never had to scroll through so many regens to find regens, so I might have to start doing like a roundup on stream as well of some of the other ones, just so that we can get them all done, because I feel like I'm missing some. There's still a bumper crop today though, so let's get into it. First up is Jake Valencia, a Filipino Icelander playing for, I'm guessing, Leipzig. So yeah. Then we've got James Jimmy, which is great. Presumably his third name would be Jim as the evolution continues. Then Alexis Salcedo, a Mexican deep line playmaker, but look at the mentals on that 18-year-old. By the way, I would like to submit my own player potentially for this, but I don't actually have a version of him that I can show you right now. But that is the Norwegian Uruguayan centre-back we've got at uni now. What a guy. Then Malcolm Wanka. I mean, no matter which way you phrase this, it's definitely that. Followed by Manuel Roder Plus. And yeah, I've seen the name. It's definitely legit. Apparently this has been in the database for a while now. Then Tanguy Berger, which is just a wonderful name. Followed by Semi Arshad, a Fijian that has spawned at Dortmund, which is cool. And he's called Arshad. Then Eldada Sarfati, probably the best Israeli player I've seen in a very long time. I was hoping Banano could be that for us, but he just didn't really turn out that way. Then John Lennon. Imagine there's no clean sheets. It's easy if you try. Then Herath Mudianasalaga Anuradha Joseph. At least it wasn't a Madagascar one for once. Sri Lanka coming up clutch with the big names. And lastly, Aaron Hoffman III, a Liberian centre-back who probably is a royalty and also model citizen. What a player. So there we go. There's your Regen Sunday. Let's get into things. Couple of games off camera, but really it's all about the Real Madrid games today. This is big. I think we had a good chance to get past Dortmund a couple of years ago, and it didn't quite come to win. But they did go on to win the entire thing and beat Real Madrid in the final, so I guess there's that. I feel like if we get past Madrid, we'll probably end up playing Liverpool in the final, which is going to be very, very difficult, but we're still going to get past Madrid. And our record against Spanish sides, other than that win against Atletico, it's not the best. But in our first off-camera game, we managed to keep the title race alive. We took the lead before half-time through Matthias Cabral, but unfortunately, just after that, Alfie McAlmont scored an absolute screamer because he's been at Leeds this entire save. He's so good. I've wanted to sign him in places, but I actually kind of wanted him to just stay at Leeds and do what he's doing. Then, though, 89th minute, Ahmed Aitach with the winner for us. He had a brilliant performance. Didn't win man of the match, of course, because of the long shot, but what a moment for the lad to step up for us once again and score another one. That's a huge win. Leeds are a bloody good side this year, and to go there and win is huge. We then had a somewhat underwhelming victory against Nottingham Forest, to be honest. I feel like we should have won this game by an awful lot more. We scored a penalty in the 13th minute through Guerra. We then got a goal from a corner from Jespersen after that. But then we had loads of chances after that. But for some reason, they were just impossible to put in the back of the net. Even after Forest went down to 10 men, they somehow managed to hang on here. Managed to get 8 yellow cards and a red in this match. And we only got 1, which is saying a lot. They were trying to hack us to pieces. We should have made this game 4 or 5-0 really. But it just was not to be on the night. All the chances were there. Just could not quite get the cohesiveness. But all of that leaves the league looking like this. We are top of the league just by 1 point over Arsenal as things stand. We're 9 points above Manchester United, so we're as good as guaranteed a top 2 position. Liverpool have really fallen away again towards the end, and in fact are being caught by Crystal Palace. Leeds have also fallen away. No win in their last 5, which is a real shame for them, I suppose. And Chelsea and City aren't exactly in brilliant form. Like, Palace are very much going to be playing in Europe next year. Yet again, they're just doing amazing things. Leicester are relegated. Forest and Norwich look very likely to go down as well. Southampton are obviously in Europe because they beat Chelsea, but you'll notice Everton have now won 5 in a row in all competitions. Ronaldo has got Everton playing some seriously good football. Their form at the moment is outrageous. They actually could finish up as high, in theory, as 10th place, which would be quite something. They won't, but that's still amazing. But today it's about Real Madrid, so I just had a little sip of my coffee. The final is actually going to be at Dortmund Stadium, so that's kind of cool. And Liverpool, of course, are the holders. That'll be tough if we have to face the holders. But they don't seem to be the team they were last year. Like, they're 4th in the league and are currently 11 points behind us, so maybe we don't need to be as scared as we were. Barcelona and Liverpool drew 0-0 in the away leg, so maybe there's still hope yet for Liverpool to not be there. It's either going to be, it's Spanish and English, the battle. No one expects the English Inquisition. Okay, so they want me to take out Dubois. Why is that? Is he really that? No, I feel like he's able to start. Like, 91 is just scraping it. Oh, he's wanted by someone. Juve and Atletico. Yeah, no. You're staying, buddy. We're about as strong as we can be defensively. We've basically got the strongest lineup we can possibly put out, and that's pleasing. For once, we're actually really able to do it. Bench is going to be Mercado, Fernandez, Asman, Troffin, Pinto, Lever, and Lancaster. I think that's about as good as they can really come. The question then becomes what strategy we should really play. And I notice they've got Kevin Nygård from Arsenal there, and Phil Foden in the middle as well. He's obviously got a good potential height ceiling on this one, and they've still got that Icelandic Spaniard. But I think we're going to go with our slightly more withdrawn approach, and we can adjust on the fly. That seems to be the good starting point. Even in these games now, I'm finding that starting off like that and then growing into matches seems to be the better approach rather than risking it all early on. Let's have this. Let's go out here, grab ourselves an away goal in the Bernabeu. When we last played Real Madrid, in the very first season of our Champions League run, basically, we played really well against them over 2 legs, and I don't think we won either game, did we? So hopefully that doesn't happen again, and hopefully we can get a nice away goal. I'm just desperate for that. I feel like we're in a good position this season. Things have really come together at the perfect time. Not only that, but we've got basically, oh wow. I mean, that is indefensible from a defensive standpoint. I don't know who was supposed to be marking Oscar Lopez there, or even getting near him. He peels off the back here, and then where is he going? Who is this player here? Number 13. Why was he at the back post? That's Greg Campbell. Right, hang on, I just want to check this. I'm very confused by who was supposed to be marking who there. They seemed completely all over the shop. It feels like Greg Campbell should have been dealing with that. And, oh God, what a save from Eduardo. Huge stop. Good God, they are finding some gaps. Foden. Nygård. Sorry, guys. You do realise Oscar Lopez is actually quite a dangerous player, and we've just let him have 2 free headers, and he scored both of them. This is looking very, very bad now. This 4-4-2 has just decimated us. Look, Campbell gets so deep and gets... Remember, we're on defend wider on this version, and Campbell is just getting narrower as hell. Cabral. And he goes for the shot. We've at least had a shot on target now, but the possession has dropped off as well now. I'm going to be honest, I had high hopes coming into this match, and this might be the worst I've seen us play in the entire season, unfortunately. And I have no explanation for it. We've just got to get out there and try something. I'm going to try and go down the wings in the second half. We're also going to mark up Lopez. I don't like marking wingers, though, because it drags people out of position even more. But honestly, they couldn't really be any more out of position a lot of the time. Yeah, it just feels like one of those games where the defenders aren't actually doing defending. I had high hopes about this match, and they've sort of been... He's just come onto the pitch, and does he always have a beard? I feel like every time the game does an update, it changes the regen faces slightly. Well, Real Madrid 2, Notts County 1. Darren Lever, look at that on the half volley. What a strike from Darren Lever. I've literally just brought him on because iTouch was having a terrible time. I'm going to switch back to going through the middle, but with a more aggressive approach. And Lever's in again. Oh my goodness. He's looked so dynamic since he's come on. I'd happily take a 2-1 defeat here if it... Oh, considering where it could have been, 2-1 is very flattering on us. Maybe there's one last amazing sting in the tail. Campbell, can he maybe rescue some pride? Ball in, Guerra, Asman. Oh, blocked at Lancaster, and it's saved by Damonte. Well, it's going to be a 2-1 defeat at the Bernabeu, but that absolutely vital away goal scored by Darren Lever could well be... Oh, no. Why are we even still playing? Well, this has just not been our day. We've played poorly, but this is inexcusable yet again. Poor tackle there from Lever, but I don't know why we're even still playing at this point, but 3-1 in the 95th minute, and that might well have just killed our chances in the Champions League. Watch that be the goal that actually knocks us out in the end. I thought we were going to get away with a good result there. 3-1 is much, much more difficult, because now we have to try and win 2-0 against them at home. There was a chance with a 1-goal deficit, but 2-0? Well, we move on. We have to keep going. See if we can pull it back in the second leg by just going at them. So, we just had the one game off camera in between, and oh my god, this was super, super annoying. So, we played really well in the first half, but I wasn't sure we were actually able to break through. We had a decent number of shots, but just couldn't seem to quite find the target properly. Then in the second half, we went straight out, and Paulo Asman scored a lovely goal to put us a goal up. Things were looking good, so I made a few little substitutions to move some stuff around. Annoyingly though, Felipe Manuel got through and made it 1-1, and I was like, shit, that kind of sucks, because we had a sort of poorer opposition, poorer players on the team. But then, in the 84th minute, Joran Beckert scored an absolute thunderous strike to give us what I felt was a very deserved lead, back at 2-1, all was going well. And then Mateus Cabral, for some reason, decided to 2-foot someone. Just, 2-1 up, 2 minutes to go. Sure, that seems like something someone would do. So he does that, and then immediately, for the second game in a row, we concede a goal in the 95th freaking minute. So, yeah, good. Good. But once again, the defending in this game, the same stuff that was happening against Madrid was happening in this game too, where they were just, I don't know, it's weird. It's almost unexplainable, to be honest, but we've got to go today and see what we can come up with. Celso's carrying an injury now. Assman's also carrying an injury now as a result of that, so we're going to have to move some stuff around here. That's not happening. Acevedo's still going to have to start, but it's not looking fresh for us right now. The Palace game was so unbelievably close to the last Real Madrid game, it's unreal. Things are just starting to mount up on us a little bit here. So the bench will be Tininho, Fernandez, Piszczek, Lancaster, Just, Lever, Troffin and Keskin. I'm not confident. I'm also not sure what approach to take. I still think that this might be the one to take here for the home game and then adjust on the fly. But I don't know. That Real Madrid, hopefully the defenders will play better than they did in the last game. Because since I've turned FM on today, the defenders have not been behaving like defenders. So I don't know. We'll see how long this continues for. Thankfully, Arsenal also drew their game against Manchester United, I think. So we haven't actually lost or gained any ground against them. But it was a massive opportunity for us to actually go and put something down, you know? But, right, first thing we're going to do actually, though, is mark up Oscar Lopez, too. Because they're going to try and do the same thing again, you'd feel. We'll give it to, like, 30 minutes to see where things kind of stand, and then we'll have to reassess, because we need 2 goals. And I'm very concerned that we're just simply not going to have the strength. The fact that we didn't beat Palace, too, really does annoy me. It just, you know what the type of game, where the players just don't behave how you would expect them to, and it was kind of a carry-on from the last match. See if we can push forward a little bit, try and win the ball off them a bit more aggressively, just to get it back a little bit. But at the moment, Beckart and Cabral, can he square it? I touch! Oh, and it's a great save by Damonte. Okay, better. Yeah, we just about got everyone back, and now they're all dropping out again. Hello, are you going to defend? I don't see us heading through here. I think 1-0 might have been doable. 2-0? Nah. Not without some kind of miracle performance, unfortunately. Nothing's really happening in it at the moment. I mean, how? How? Good ball, finally. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't win another game this season at this rate all of a sudden. Guerra is going to end up offside again. Showing no signs of behaving like a football team today either. Oh well, without a miracle, nothing's going to change. Like, we barely, the fact is we did okay against Palace, in fairness, but then the defence just let us down continually. And we just haven't looked particularly good going forward against Real Madrid. And the defence has let us down continually. Barring 2 second-half goals here, this is just going to be a whimper of a game, I expect. I don't really know what to do to change it either. Go down the wings, perhaps, but I don't know. Cabral, just nothing shots. I feel like they'd given up before the game had even started. We're riding on such a fine line now, because a goal for Real Madrid basically ends this. Well, no, I mean, we need 3 goals, really, but our record against the Spanish sides is still kind of unwieldy. Manesco, right. How in the Okay, Guerra's got it. No, he's not. Right, please. I touch. Right, turn and fire it in. There we go. That's more like it. Round the side for Cabral. Gets the chance. Nah, no. Sorry, no. It's just no. You cannot be missing that. There's no reason not to take that around the keeper at that point. He has to do something other than what he's just done. You know what? Guerra's been utter garbage today as well, but he seems to have just gone off the boil again. Deary me. Right, breakaway again. Let's see if Darren Leaguer can be the hero like he was in the first leg. Let's look at the space. He's got to find one of them. Finds Cabral again, which means he'll miss again. Yep. I don't know. Guerra's ball in. Pinto heads it over the crossbar. Barring 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, we are out again. And we did not deserve to go through, that's for sure. Tipped over again. I think the defenders have mostly cost us. I mean, we haven't been able to finish today, that's for sure. But that first leg was really just defensive calamity after defensive calamity. Dubois whips it across. Cleared away. Guerra won't get there. We dug ourselves a massive hole, which we were unable to clamber out of. And there's another one of those types of goals. Both goals against Palace were like that, where they got really close to the keeper and they're able to just put it through the goalkeeper. Except, of course, when Cabral gets in that position. We have had a shit day. But yeah, every goal we concede lately seems to be exactly like that. Piszczek. Oh, my God. We lose 1-0 at home to Real Madrid. Go out 4-1 on aggregate. Gave up too many chances again. Couldn't finish a sentence, let alone a goal. That's just how it is sometimes, I guess. It's just felt like that today, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes. We go again, I guess. There's been so much positivity lately. Really getting onto a good run and looking great. And it just, like, I just start the game up today and the defenders just do not work. But I've got more games to record today because we're going to do the final 2 episodes of the season in the next episode to finish off the title race. That's going to be tough. The title races in this save have been really fun. Usually once we get it, it's that, and then every year you just increase the gap. It's not been like that at all, and I've really enjoyed that. Oh, God. Sorry. Right, we must move on then. Next episode, it's Spurs and Watford away. Spurs, I mean, they're not the side they were, But, I mean, look at all the players we're missing again. It's not going to be easy. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, despite the frustrations involved with it, drop a like on the video. That would be awesome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That would be awesome as well. I stream on Tuesday and Thursday over on Twitch, so go follow over there as well. And I will see you guys very soon. As always, hold your gun, capybara. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.